Good morning, boys and girls. We are in the last session number 4, social science. And today you are going to listen and watch the videos in English and in Spanish. You are going to open your social book on page 104 and 105 about areas of the city. As you see, here in the first paragraph, they are telling you that the cities are changing all the time. So new neighborhoods are being built all the time, and they are very different from the old ones. In the city, we can find 3 different parts. First, we can find the city center. The city center usually is the old part of the city. You can see a lot of buildings. The streets are very narrow. So they are not very wide, they are very narrow, and you can find very old buildings. Many of the streets that you can find in the city center, they are pedestrian streets. So this means that only people can walk around this. In another part of the city areas in the city is the modern neighborhoods. So as the city is growing and it has a lot of inhabitants, you can find that the city center, the other part, grows. So we need modern neighborhood, modern places where we have to build more houses for those people. The outskirts of the city, they are very far away from the center. Usually it's big spaces where you can build new buildings for homes, for new houses, for offices, or for shops. As you can see in the map, if you have a look here, you can see that the city center is here, where you can find, for example, churches, a lot of monuments, and the city hall. Okay, and then the modern neighborhoods is this area where you can see a lot of offices, or you can see houses, because the city center grows. Then we need more space, more houses for people to live. Okay, and then we have the outskirts of the city. As the city center and the modern neighborhood still keep growing and growing, we need more space out from and far away from the city center. We need more space for to build new homes for more people, or offices, or shops. Okay, and then in this side you have something that you can find in the cities, in the big cities, that is the metro system. In the metro system, you can see that it's a way that people can move from one area to another one, from one area of the city to another one, very quickly, very fast. And for that they use a metro or a transport, the metro that it goes underground. Under the ground. Okay, here you can see the example of one metro, maybe from a big city, Madrid or Barcelona, that has different colors, different lines to move around the city very, very fast. In some countries, they call the metro subway, because it's a way under the ground, subway. Or in other cities, they call the metro tube. Or in London, for example, they call the metro, the metro system, underground. 5, we are going to do the exercises 5, 6, and 7 in the activity book. First one is number 5. It says, complete the sentences below with the words from activity 4. Here in number 6, you have to write one advantage and one disadvantage of living in a city. For example, in this one, we have that one advantage of living in a city is, and then you have to think something good, something that is an advantage of living in a big city. And here we are going to write a disadvantage. So we will start one disadvantage of living in a city is, and then you have to finish the sentence writing something that you think that is not good of living in a big city. In the exercise number 7, as you see, you have to read the test number 1, 2, and 3, and here in this side you can write the letter that refers to each sentence. See, we finish the session number 4 with exercises 5, 6, and 7.